Talk about just how you felt, how the fight was playing out. I mean, how did you feel your performance was in there tonight?
I felt good. I was in really good shape for this fight. I did a lot of things I've never done in my life to just push myself to get in shape without getting hurt. So I felt in great shape. I never felt the fight was back and forth. I'm gonna have to see it again. I didn't like obviously how it ended, but that's how it was gonna end. If anybody has a little bit of IQ, you could tell that it was downhill from there. You know, so I'm ready. I want the biggest names possible.
You mentioned the kind of strange ending. Did you see that his foot was stuck in the cage? Did you see it unfold? Because it all happened really quick.
I didn't see like if he had a cut or anything. I just knew he went for a technique, and I evaded it with my legs. I did another technique to evade it. So maybe in the landing he could have hurt himself or not, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you went for a technique, and had I not done that, your technique could have put me out of commission. He went like for a flying knee, I think, you know, or a flying kick, and I was trying to sweep him while he was in the air. So it just happens, you know. I mean,
when Herb came in to stop it, did you know that the fight was over? Because I think some people thought maybe it was just like a timeout to get his foot out from under him.
If that would have been a timeout, that would have been the weirdest thing ever. You know, I'm about to kill you. How are you gonna just call timeout? You know, that's weird. You know.
Fair enough. And I will say, you know, you said going in that you didn't think he had a lot of heart, but you almost finished him. He fought through it a little bit. Did he gain any of your respect tonight by at least battling back a little bit and surviving some of your early offense?
No, he's always had my respect. You know, I got to talk a little shit, get in his head, but he's a tough dude. It's not that he doesn't have heart. It's just that I know when it comes to me, I'm gonna eat him alive. I got 3 times the heart he's got, or anybody in this division.
Talk a little bit about I think when you almost had him finished. I mean, you had him badly hurt. You had him against the cage before the whole incident happened. How close did you feel like you were to finishing the fight at that point?
I was real close. I think I made a technical mistake, maybe following him to the ground. I could have just pulled up, had him get up. He kind of tied me up and you know, bought himself some time. When we got back up, though, I landed some real good knees and elbows. Those knees were gonna stick with him throughout the fight. You know, I wish that really hadn't happened, so I could have just, you know, ended him.
In that exchange, did he seem to be? I mean, you've been in a lot of wars. Where would you gauge his toughness in terms of that first exchange, surviving that?
Tough dude, but I was gonna break him.
And then when the incident happened with the cage, you know, obviously a fighter has to intelligently defend themselves at all time. I think Herb saw that he wasn't before he saw the incident. John may have touched on this, but were you even aware that anything was going on in that moment, or was it finish the fight first and then after the fact realize something might have happened?
Shoot first, ask questions later.
And finally, you mentioned Donald Cerrone, hoping that he wins his fight in Toronto because you'd like that fight. I think that would be a very exciting fight. If it's not Cerrone, though, you know, in a general sense, what would you be willing to accept as your next opponent? Where do you see that opponent being ranked, for example?
Man, I don't even want to think if it's not Cerrone. I don't, you know, my head might explode. But if it's not Cerrone, just somebody that's in the top 10 that's ready to scrap. You know, I don't want to fight no up and coming or Ultimate Fighter winner. I think I've beaten enough of those guys already, continuously. You know, back to back. I don't care for that. You know.
Anyone else have a question? You are done, sir.